Okay, hello everybody. This is Charles Harper, and we are. I'm sort of back here to resume on WP Coursify, and as you know, if you've been following the, I guess the sessions probably over the last week and a half, I've been waiting for Encore Shukla to kind of tell me what to do about the JSON file. Um, I did reach out to him on Skype. I didn't hear back from him. Reached out to him again last Monday, and I guess maybe they're trying to look for a solution. In the meanwhile, I was able to find a workaround. I'll show you what that workaround is. I'm going to go to the install plugins, and I'll show you the plugin that I was able to use in order to get the JSON file uh, installed. And I think it's going to be this one, JSON importer. And let's see, no, that's not the one. Let's see, that was a different one. Try to find the one that we used. Okay, so if I go to import, and yeah, so here's the one. It's called One Click Demo Import. And if you click Run Importer, it's going to give you the ability to do several different kinds of imports, because the error message that I'd been running into was that the file wasn't quite right to run through the importer, and so it was looking for a certain kind of file. So this plugin will do the JSON files. What I will do right now is I'm just going to go to the plugin section. We'll go to add new, so you can see what to do. And I think it is called one click um, JSON. Yeah, one click demo importer. Right, so if you want to look for it yourself in order to import the demo file, you'll see that this is the one that I activated and installed. And this will install the JSON file for WP Coursify. So we're now back in business in terms of moving forward with this install. So I'll tell you what that does is it kind of sets up your site so that you have some demo information, so you can get a sense for how it's supposed to actually look, right? Because without this, you really don't have a real feel for what the site's supposed to look like. And as I said, um, this particular WordPress theme will kind of give you some things to work with. Now you can go in and you can change these courses. You don't have to use these courses, but now you know how it looks, and you can use all of this as a reference. I'm going to show you one other thing that I had to do to the site in order to get it to work right. Now there was, when I imported everything over, there were some issues with the menu, right? And so what I had to do was I had to go to the menus, and what I had to do was I had to uh, with the menu settings, I had to click this primary menu button, and then set it so that all my menu has on there is home and search courses. So I had to delete out all the pages. Then I had to set up my menu so that this is the primary. So if you see here that I have home and search courses in my menu, what you'll notice is that if you go to the front page now, that's all that I have here up here on a WP Coursify um, menu, right? And that's because when you first do the import, you get everything set up, the menu is going to look kind of funky. It's going to have a lot of pages in it. And so what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go to your menu area. You're going to have to take out all the extraneous menus, and then you're going to have to set up that menu as your primary menu, right? So if you click that primary button and save the menu, then the menu will show up that way. Now you'll notice here also that the site is called Harper. Now again, I mean, obviously we're still working with this. You can probably just change that in the settings. And if we go to the general settings, I think, yeah, so we can call this now Harper Academy. and we can take this out, right? And so we're going to go ahead and just save the changes, and we'll continue to customize this site so that it now works with. Okay, so now it says Harper Academy. It's got home, search courses. Of course, all these are things we're going to set up at some point, and we'll set it up so that now it works with what we're going to be doing. Now, what the next kind of stage, and I may not do this um, on camera, is to just begin to set up some of the products, the PLR products here and here, right? I'm going to set these up so that they're going to be for sale inside of my my Academy site. Okay, any questions about that? Any questions? So I mainly wanted to kind of get back on track with WP Coursify. I wanted to make sure to just show you what the workaround was so that I was able to get over the JSON file. And so I'll reach out to Ankur and just tell him he doesn't have to look for a solution. We were able to find one. Okay, so any other questions? Please feel free to write them here in the box. And I said that I was going to kind of talk about the two sides of certification. This is going a little longer than I wanted it to be. One thing that I did want to show you, and I think I got a question from Ama about, so what could you do with certification? And one of the things that I would show you, and is if we look at certification, and if you look up ClickFunnels, and you probably have to kind of look to find this, um, and you'll have to look at the cache. I mean, you can't get it anymore. So basically, if you're talking about, well, what can you do with a business model where you're using content to certify? And this is one of the things that ClickFunnels is doing in terms of getting people to go out and use their software in order to be, what they call a partner. Right now, I don't know if you have to pay to be a certified partner. I'm guessing that you do, but again, it is another way to kind of position the content. I mean, and obviously you can't be selling the content. I mean, you're not gonna position the content to certify people to learn from it in that way. But if you're going to use the content to certify, let's say, people in being able to sell some kind of software you've got, or maybe you want to certify them to sell another course, you can do it in this way. And this is kind of what ClickFunnels was doing. And that really kind of speaks to what HubSpot is doing with their certification program. Again, now you don't have to do this, obviously. I mean, you can just sell the courses outright, but this is another way of being able to take the content and then use it as a certification. And that's one side of certification. I said in the title I was going to talk about the other side. And again, I really want to encourage you to, if you're going to, let's say you're going to teach, let's say you're going to sell or teach Microsoft Office, just take a look here, right? And I'm gonna just kind of put this out here again. I don't get anything from this, but I think that um, it's a way to separate yourself, right? And it's not expensive to do. All the study program in order to get certified in Microsoft would be free, and what you get is you get to put their badge on your site, and I think it's different from saying, as seen on TV. It's different from having the trust buttons seen on NBC. It's a different way, right? So I mean, marketers are doing that part now, and I think some of it I like, some of it I don't. I mean, I'm all for the hustle. So if you can brand yourself in that way, great. I think that most marketers are not going to do this because, number one, it costs a little bit of money to get certified. Number two, it's going to be a little bit of work. But I think that when you put a trust button on there that says that you know what you're talking about, then I think then that if somebody wants to buy a course from you, then you're going to be a little more credible, right? So again, just another thing that you can think about, right? In terms of, if you're going to sell technology courses, and we're obviously giving you lots of technical courses to sell, right? And so these technical things, I think they don't cost much to get certified, for you to kind of qualify yourself in a different way than other marketers, right? You put yourself in a different category. You're not just an information marketer, you're not just an internet marketer. I mean, you're this person that kind of knows technology, knows marketing technology, and that you can speak to it, and so people can buy the courses from you. All right, so that's about it for today, and I'm glad that we are back on track for WP Coursify. One thing I will tell you is that this week my daughters are leaving for school, and so I can't see getting here every day at 10:30 at this point. I want to, but my our lives are a little bit more chaotic, so I'm not going to be able to get here every day. I'm going to get here every day, right? So you'll be able to check the site, and I will get here when I can until they're gone, and then we'll kind of resume a more regular schedule when I can be here again at 10:30 every day, and I can speak to a 5-minute subject every day. So again, I'll be here. I don't know when I'll be here every day until they're gone, but I appreciate you watching in. And again, if you have any questions at all, feel free to write them here in the what is it, in the chat, right? I don't know if it's a chat, the thread. Just feel free to write them here in the thread, and I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks, and have a great day.